we are going to discussing about node analysis. എങ്ങനെയാണ് നോഡ് അനാലിസിസ് ചെയ്യാൻ നോക്കാം. ഒരു സർക്യൂട്ട് നമുക്ക് കിട്ടിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഫസ്റ്റ് യു അനലൈസ് ദ നമ്പർ ഓഫ് നോഡ്സ്. ഈ സർക്യൂട്ടിൽ എത്ര നോഡ്സ് ഉണ്ട്? നോഡ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ എന്താണ്? നോഡ് ഇസ് എ മീറ്റിംഗ് പോയിന്റ് ഓഫ് ടു ഓർ മോർ എലിമെൻറ്റ്സ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ മീറ്റിംഗ് പോയിന്റ് ആയിട്ട് നമുക്ക് 1, 2 ആൻഡ് ദ തേർഡ് നോഡ്, ഏറ്റവും താഴെ കാണുന്ന ലൈനിൽ നമുക്ക് തേർഡ് നോഡായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. എപ്പോഴും ഇഫ് 3 നമ്പർ ഓഫ് നോഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരു നോഡിനെ നമുക്ക് റെഫറൻസ് നോഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡാറ്റ നോഡായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. ഇപ്പോൾ 4 നോഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ഒരു നോഡ് നമ്മൾ റെഫറൻസ് നോഡ് അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡാറ്റ നോഡ്സ് ആയിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പോൾ എത്ര നമ്പർ ഓഫ് നോഡ്സ് ഉണ്ടോ അതിൽ എത്ര ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, 1, 2, 3 or n number of nodes ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ 1 node is considered as the reference node or data node. ബാക്കി n-1 നോഡ്സിനെ നമ്മൾ നോഡ് 1, നോഡ് 2 എന്ന് മാർക്ക് ചെയ്യാം. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിൽ 3 നോഡ്സ് ഉണ്ട്. ആ 3 നോഡ്സിൽ ഒരു നോഡിനെ നമ്മൾ, അതായത് താഴെ കാണുന്ന നോഡിനെ നമ്മൾ റെഫറൻസ് നോഡായിട്ട് കൺസിഡർ ചെയ്തു. ബാക്കി നോഡ് 1, നോഡ് 2 മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ആഫ്റ്റർ ദാറ്റ് അസൈൻ വോൾട്ടേജസ് ടു ഈച്ച് നോഡ്. നോഡ് 1 വോൾട്ടേജ് V1, നോഡ് 2 വോൾട്ടേജ് V2. അപ്പോൾ നോഡ് 1ഉം നോഡ് 3ഉം ആയിട്ട് കണക്ട് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന എലമെൻ്റ് ആണ് R1. Therefore, voltage across R1 is equal to V1 minus V reference. For V reference, we are assigning 0 voltage. Therefore, V1 minus 0, that is V1. അതുപോലെ വോൾട്ടേജ് അക്രോസ് R2 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് അത് R2 കണക്റ്റഡ് ടു നോഡ് 2 ആൻഡ് നോഡ് 3, അതായത് റെഫറൻസ് നോഡ്. അപ്പോൾ the voltage across R2 is equal to V2 minus the reference node voltage 0, that is V2. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പോൾ ഇങ്ങനെയാണ് നമ്മൾ നോഡ് അനാലിസിസ് സ്റ്റാർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ ഇവിടെ 2 നോഡ് നമ്മളെടുത്തു. 3 നോഡിൽ ഒരു നോഡ് റെഫറൻസ് നോഡാക്കി വെച്ചു. ബാക്കി 2 നോഡിന് നോഡ് 1, നോഡ് 2 എന്ന് അസൈൻ ചെയ്തു. നോഡ് വോൾട്ടേജ് V1 ആൻഡ് V2 മാർക്ക് ചെയ്തു. Now writing KCL equation for each node. At node 1, KCL equation I1 is equal to I2 plus I3. Now I1 is the value of the current source. Its value is fixed. Therefore I1 അങ്ങനെ തന്നെ എഴുതാം. I1 is equal to I2. I2 എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എന്താണ്? V1 by R1. I2 is the current through resistance R1. Current through resistance R1 is equal to voltage across R1 divided by resistance. Therefore V1 by R1 plus I3. What is I3? I3 current through R3, that is voltage across R3 divided by resistance R3. What is voltage across R3? V1 minus V2 by R3. ശ്രദ്ധിക്കുക, we have taken V1 minus V2 because current is going from V1 to V2. That is, current always flow from high potential to low potential. Therefore V1 minus V2 by R3. Now we are rearranging this equation. We will get V1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3 minus V2 by R3 is equal to I1. Similarly, I3 equal to I4 plus I5. See, I3 is equal to I4 plus I5. I5 is the source value. What is I3? V1 minus V2 by R3. And then what is I4? V2 by R2. Now see, V1 minus V2 by R3 is equal to I5 plus V2 by R2. Again, rearranging this equation, we will get, and combining the two equations, we will get 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3 minus 1 by R3 minus 1 by R3, 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 into V1, V2 is equal to I1 minus I5. Now see, after writing node analysis or after writing node equation and KCL equation, we obtained this matrix. Now, without writing the KCL equation, we may form this matrix. See how. The coefficient matrix V1, sorry, the variable matrix V1 and V2. That is the node voltage. If there is 3 nodes are there, then we will write V1, V2 and V3. If we assigned 4 node voltages, we write V1, V2, V3, V4. Okay, like that. And the coefficient matrix C. The element 1 1. Element 1 1 in the matrix is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3. Now see the node 1. Element 1 1 corresponds to the node 1 admittances. See, what are the admittances connected to node 1? Resistance connected to node 1 are R1 and R3. Therefore, admittance or conductance values are 1 by R1 and 1 by R3. Then sum of the admittances connected to node 1 is the element in the coefficient matrix 1 1, that is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R3. Similarly, in the matrix element 2 2, element 2 2 are sum of the admittances connected to node 2. What are the resistance connected to node 2? R3 and R2. Therefore, admittance connected to node 2 are 1 by R3 and 1 by R2. So, 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is the 2 2th element. Then 1 2 element and 2 1 element are same. 1 2 element is the negative of the admittance of between node 1 and 2. Mutual admittance between node 1 and 2 is R3. Resistance is R3, therefore admittance is minus 1 by R3. Admittance is 1 by R3, therefore in the matrix, the 1 2 element and 2 1 element is minus of 1 by R3. Okay. Now, in the right side of the equation, we will get the current to each branches. Current to each nodes. Total current entering to node 1 is I1, therefore I1 is taken as I1 itself. Total current entering to node 2 is 0, but current going from node 2 is I5, therefore I5 is given as minus I5. Okay. Now, without writing, by knowing these things, without writing KCL equations or without writing node equation, you can form this matrix. And after solving this matrix, you will get the value of V1 and V2. After getting V1 and V2, you may calculate I2, I3, I4 and all other values. Okay. This is another case of node analysis. In this circuit, current sources are not given, but voltage sources are given. Again, we will follow the same procedure. Here, 3 nodes are present. One node is taken as a reference node or datum node. Other 2 nodes are given the value node 1 and node 2. Assigned voltage VA to node 1, assigned voltage VB to node 2. Writing KCL equation at node 1, we will get I1 is equal to I4 plus I2. Then what is I1? I1 is equal to E1 minus VA by R1. I1 current through R1. Current through R1 is voltage across R1 divided by R1. Voltage across R1 is equal to E1 minus VA by R1. Then what is I2? I2 current through R2, that is VA minus VB by R2. Then what is I4? I4 current through R4, that is VA by R4. Right? Rearrange the equation, you will get the final equation. See. Next. At node 2, I2 is equal, I2 plus I3 equal to I5. KCL equation. Substitute. What is I2? I2 is equal to VA minus VB by R2. What is I3? I3 is equal to I3 coming from E2 to node 2. Therefore, E2 minus VB by R3. The direction should be clear while writing the equation. Then what is I5? I5 is equal to VB by R5. Rearrange the equation and you will get this matrix equation. Now by inspection, you can form this matrix. See. The variable matrix VA, VB, because node voltage VA and node voltage VB are the unknown parameters. Okay, that is written as the variable matrix. And what is there in the coefficient matrix? The element 1 1 corresponds to sum of the admittances connected to node 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R4, similar to the previous case. Similarly, what is element 2, 2? Sum of admittances connected to node 2, that is 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus 1 by R5. Then element 1, 2 and element 2, 1 is minus of the admittance, mutual admittance between node 1 and node 2, that is minus 1 by R2. All these are similar to the previous case. Now see the right side of the equation. In the previous case, the right side is the current matrix, current to each branch, current entering to the node, current to each node. That is current entering to the node 1, current entering to the nodes are taken as positive and currents going from the node are taken as negative. Now see here, what is the current entering to the node 1? Is I1. What is I1? I1 is equal to E1 by, because there is a source. There is a source connected to node 1. So from the source current I1 entering, that current value is E1 by R1. Similarly, current entering to the node 2 due to the source, that is E2 by R3. Okay. Now this is a special case. In this case, there is another source. There is another source between node 1 and node 2. Now how the equation changes? See, I1 is equal to I2 plus I4. E1 minus VA by R1 is equal to, what is I2? Here while writing I2 is current through R2. Current through R2 is voltage across R2 divided by resistance R2. What is voltage across R2? Voltage across R2, the voltage at node 1 is VA. When we are traveling from there to VB, VA and the source is added, so voltage increased, that from minus to plus, so voltage increased, that is VA plus V3. So the resistance across the left terminal of R2 is VA plus V3. Resistance across right terminal of R2 is CB. So resistance across R2 is VA plus E3 minus VB. So VA plus V3 minus VB by R2. Okay. Then I4, VA by R4. Rearrange the equations. Again, we can write these equations here also, and we will get C. Here the coefficient matrix similar to the previous case, but there is a small change in the right side equation. Here there is two sources connected to node 1. Therefore, the current in the node 1 due to sources is E1 by R1 minus E3 by R2. See, to node 1, the positive terminal of E1 and the negative terminal of E3 are connected. Therefore, E1 by R1 is given as positive minus E3 by R2. Now, sources connected to branches in the node 2 are E2 and E3. E2, the positive terminal is towards node 2. And E3 also positive terminals towards node 2. So both are taken as positive, E2 by R3 plus E3 by R2. So without writing node equation or KCL equation, by studying these special cases, you may form the matrix and you can solve for VA and VB. But if in the exam, if for the exam this question is asked for writing node equation, you have to write the equation and comes to this matrix equation. But if only it is asked to find the values using node analysis, you may directly write the matrix equation and solve for V and VB. Okay. This is all about